After a long hiatus, we are finally flying back to Salt Lake City to pick up the van and start winter van life. It's so nice. I don't have to have these clunky keys anymore. After a long flight, we arrived in the middle of the night only to find that we were locked out. I get to the van and it's parked there, everything looks good, and I take up my fob to unlock it and it didn't unlock. How did we manage our first night? And did we ever figure out how to unlock the van? Stay tuned to find out. We're flying out today to pick up the van in Salt Lake City, and it couldn't be a better day to leave because the weather is looking gnarly. Check this out. I do get the pre-flight jitters. I think it's just I'm excited to get back to the van, and I couldn't sleep until 4 in the morning, and then I woke up at 7. This morning I'm gonna try to eat whatever I have left. Look at how random this breakfast is.
I'm supposed to strain the meat before adding sauce to it. I feel like I used to remember my mom like straining her own meat for some reason. What can't we? We're making creme brulee, which if you don't know, creme brulee has to be torched.
My luggage looks like a loaded baked potato. I'm literally so fed up with my inability to decide what I'm taking and what I'm leaving. Okay. Okay, I think I found a different way to pack the bag and I got everything to fit. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think it's gonna fit. Let's see. My little burrito. Come on, you can do it. Oh. Yes! Yay! Oh, Archie. I put Winston and lamb chop and springtime lamb chop in there, and you want them back. I know. You want them back. Yeah, I know. They're coming with. I know they're in there. It's okay. But Archie, look, you have other toys. Come. Oh, no, I put those away too. Oh, no. Okay, we'll take them back out. I don't have to leave for another hour, but you know, like that dad energy where you like get to the airport like 3 hours before the flight. Like I have that dad energy.
The texture is actually.
I'm eating the 2 tangerines I have left because I learned my lesson from the last time I crossed to the US. You cannot bring any citrus fruits to the US, no matter what. Archie loves tangerines. Oh, baby.
And cute little Bubbles is roaming around, so it's a good time to get.
I have taken many flights across the world, but this time feels different because I'm flying back to my now second home on wheels, and there's a lot more things to worry about now. I stayed up all night anxious about whether the new battery would work, if it would be too cold in the van to sleep, and how I would get fresh water for me and Archie. But these are all par for the course when it comes to van life, and I'm just grateful to even have a van to call my home. It's so nice. I don't have to have these clunky keys anymore because my van only has 1 key, so I get to put this away and not see this for a while, which is nice.
I'll run that here. Run the
Finally landed in Salt Lake City. The flight was delayed 4 hours, so it's about 11:11 local time, which is about 1 a.m. back in Toronto. So I'm so tired, but everything went really, really well. Aside from the constant delays due to weather, due to the snow coming out of New York. Yeah, I'm really happy we arrived safely, and Archie did such a good job. Archie was such a good boy, and he was getting loads of attention and pets and love from everybody, and yeah, he did such a good job. Good morning! We're back in the van! Kidding. As you can see, this is not my van. This is a double bedroom in a Comfort & Suite hotel. I get to the van and it's parked there, everything looks good. And I take up my fob to unlock it and it didn't unlock. So I got out my second fob because I have two, I have a backup. And that one also didn't work. And I have Thunderbolt locks installed on all the doors, so you have to manually key out the Thunderbolt lock, and then you can manually key in through like the driver's side door, because the ProMaster only has an external lock on the driver's side and everything else is internal. So I pulled the manual key release for the Thunderbolt lock and it did not release. So here I am, getting frustrated and looking like I'm trying to break into the van. I'm like rattling the doors and I'm like trying to open it, and it was cold, so I tried opening the van for about 5 minutes and immediately I was like, okay, like we need to get to a hotel. Like we can't be sitting out here and waiting for like a locksmith or waiting for no, like we're not doing that. So I got here and I was so tired and the room was so cold and I was tossing and turning all night. I don't know why, like I have all this anxiety that this van is not going to unlock and they're going to have to like rip my doors open. But the good news is that the Dodge dealership is literally like a 6-minute walk from this hotel, and see if they can figure out like if there's an issue with the battery or if it's something else. I'm also going to email the Thunderbolt people and ask them like what I should do if it's malfunctioning. So, yay! As anyone who's followed van life would know, things are bound to go wrong when living on the road. And as with life, the key is not to expect things to always go right, but rather to just hope that they will, and know that when things do go wrong, that you can find a solution and that you'll be okay. But even still, I stayed up all night anxious about the van. Silly, I know, it's just a van, but there was nothing more I wanted to do than to hit the road and start my adventure. And I guess it wouldn't be called an adventure without something going amiss, right?
Off this key ring, sorry.
Yeah, go
Just
for
so I
it.
can separate it.
Whatever you need to do. Okay, so I just got the batteries replaced on both of the fobs. When I took it to services to test if the receiver is working, the services department was saying that that's not a thing and that they can only test if the receiver is working if I bring the van to them, which like really confused me, because when I was in Canmore and I had the fob issue, they were able to test if the receiver was working without the van. So I might have to do 2 trips. Like if I go and it's not working, I'll have to figure out how to bring the van to the dealership for them to test if the receiver is working. Yeah. This is not fun. This is not fun, but Archie's doing good. Say hi to the people. Say good morning, Archie. We're just waiting for the lift. Yeah. I wonder how like people in the olden days dealt with like transportation drama. Like would they have issues with their horse? Like their horse would get sick or their horse would get injured and they would be stranded. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I'm heading to the van again, so hopefully we'll see if the fob works. Okay, I'm here. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. No! No! No, it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna try the manual key release again because maybe I was doing it wrong. Okay, and then you're supposed to pull it. Okay. Oh, that actually pulled. Did that work? Okay, so now we go in and we open using the manual key. Okay, so the manual key, if you don't know, it's in the key fob. So this is the manual key, and I'm gonna go, and it's a very tight squeeze in here, but I'm gonna go and see if that has released the deadbolt. Oh, frig. I think this is the door getting jammed. Like sometimes the door gets jammed and I can't open it. And I have to slam my body and like this is what I was doing last night. Like last night, I was like doing this because sometimes the door, you have to like smash it in and then it'll open. But I don't have enough space here to do that. I should have backed in. I feel so freaking stupid going in the front way because I don't have the room to do this. I don't know how a locksmith is going to be able to fix that. Like, I have to get the van towed. But can you tow a van where the wheels don't move? That's the question. Okay, I have updates. So I called a bunch of dealerships and body shops and mechanics, and eventually I was able to connect with some people that were able to get me to an apparently amazing locksmith. And apparently this locksmith feels really confident that he can get the van unlocked even though it's like there's this tiny crevasse he has to go through. Like, I don't know, I think he's gonna try to break in through the passenger door or the rear door, I'm not sure, but he seems pretty confident that he can do it. So my plan is to meet him at the van when he's done his current job, and then if he can't get the van open, he can at least fix the fob. And here's the amazing thing, he only charges $60, but the dealership was asking for $265 just to diagnose the fob, and that doesn't even include replacing it. And I remember with Snowy, the dealership charged me $495 for a replacement key fob, which in my opinion is robbery. So my goal today is to actually avoid going to the dealership altogether. The man who recommended the locksmith to me owns A&T Body Shop in Salt Lake City, and he told me to try the locksmith before I go to him, which is really nice of him because he could have just like taken the money and had me go to him. But if the locksmith doesn't go through, my plan B is to call a tow truck and have the tow take me to the A&T Body Shop. So I'm really hoping I can get in the van tonight because I don't want to spend another night at a hotel. But while I'm here at the Comfort Inn, I'm just eating like all the free food they have here. Like I had their complimentary breakfast, and like now I'm eating like their cup noodles, and they have mac and cheese, and they have like Oreo cookies. Like they have like a lot of like free snacks here. So I'm just gonna enjoy this while I wait for the locksmith to let me know that it's time for me to meet him at the van. When I'm in a crisis situation and I'm stressed and I'm tired and I'm sleep deprived, all healthy eating just goes out the window. And I know that's bad because that is precisely the time when I should be eating healthy, but no, I do the complete opposite. I prefer Asian ramen cup noodles. Actually, it's Nissin. That is an Asian brand, but this is like this cup noodle and it's hitting the spot. Hot soup noodles during winter, just nothing better. Oh, so you're like pumping the air to create pressure? The door is not open yet, but it's coming apart a little bit. Okay, so I'm here and he's working on it right now. The key fobs are actually fine. So it could be that the van has a dead battery. Given that it's a relatively new van, it's 2023, I don't know why the battery would die. Maybe the temperature fluctuated too much. Like I don't know much about batteries, so I'm not sure, but if the battery is dead, then I can't start the van and I will have to call AAA to get a battery replacement. But they were saying that because my local AAA store is in California, that I'm like not covered in Utah or something or other. And they were also saying that I have to have special RV coverage, and I don't have RV coverage, so I can't get service unless I have that special add-on, which I'm like, really? Like it's a battery. I never thought I would be happier filling up water in my van. Just getting in the van. Like at one point we were talking about having to break the window so that we can open the hood so that we can charge the battery, so that the van has electricity, so that the fob will work, so that the fob can open the deadlocks. Like I didn't know that if you left a van, the battery can die like that. Like the van was stored for a couple months and yeah, the battery was totally dead. And the way that Eli fixed it was he went under the hood of the van and put the, some electrical charge directly on the fuse or something like that. Like he was able to like get the electrical system to just get a little bit of a jolt without having to connect directly to the battery inside the van. And he was able to do it so that the van would unlock. I couldn't film any of it because Eli was not comfortable with me filming him in the videos, and he was in like every single shot, but he is the man. Like I was about to say like, yeah, let's break the window, because at least the window is a couple $100s to fix. So I decided to completely remove the Thunderbolt deadlocks on the driver's side door because I don't ever want to get locked out of my van ever again. So this is still here, but it does nothing because the lock that it attaches to used to come out of here. And what Eli did was he totally cut that lock out. This is what it is. This is how a deadbolt works. See, that's the cable. So the cable is still in the door, but he just cut it out. I do not recommend Thunderbolt locks, and there's a reason for that. So the manual key release, which is the fail-safe in the event that your battery dies and you cannot use your fob to unlock your van, did not work. And that's why I got locked out. And that fail-safe is supposed to be there in the event that something like this happens, which happens a lot in van life. Like batteries die all the time in cars. Like you never know when your battery's out of juice. Like you could be fine one day and the next day you start your car and it doesn't work. And in my case, it was stored too long and that's why it didn't work. What if I was in the mountains? What if I didn't have cell signal where I could call a locksmith? Like what if I was outside locked in the cold and I couldn't get into my van and it was like below freezing outside? Like the $500 I had to pay Eli to get all of this done, and the hotel costs as well, like to have a place to sleep last night. Like anyways, that's enough of that. I'm just really glad to have the van back. Eli also helped me install the Bluetti battery back into the back. So I ordered a new Bluetti because the other one wasn't working. but it seems to be working. Like it's getting a solar charge of 89 watts. Okay, so good news. The lights are turning on, the fridge has turned on, so the fridge will hopefully be cold enough for me to get some groceries in there tonight. Oh my gosh, that has been a crazy 48 hours of getting back into van life. Again, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!